Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Chit Chat with Brat. I am Brat, and of course we're gonna chat. So this video is my 1 year update on living in Philly. You know, moving to Philly from New York. If you don't know, yeah. I mean, it's really no background. I feel like if you've been watching me for a while, thank you so much. You pretty much know the deal. I relocated from New York to Philly. Originally, I thought God told me to move to Dallas. I'm not gonna lie. But later on, I really feel like he just wanted to see if I was gonna move. It didn't matter if it was under a rock. He just wanted to see if I was gonna move. And I realized that later on, and you know, which is so funny because just like Big Sean said, you can make plans. Well, Big Sean said, his grandma said, you can make plans and God gonna laugh at you as soon as you make them, because at the end of the day, he has that last say. I'm just saying. So yeah, I really thought God told me to move to Dallas. Next thing you know, I ended up in Philly, and I knew it was the right move. And I was just talking about this with someone else because of how smooth everything was. You ever wanted to do something and every time you tried to do it, there was just like complications back to back to back. Like just every time you turn around, something else was new in a new kind of setting that you're trying to do. And it becomes frustrating to the point where, did I make the right choice? Like, is this the right thing? And I'm not trying to say that it's not the right choice, but I feel like everything just was a smooth transition. So I think it was the right choice, honestly. So I'm like, okay, let's go back to the transition and make it quick, because I feel like I've said this like 1,000 times, or even just telling people my whole story on moving or just how I even got here. It really was I'm applying, I'm having interviews. Now this is places all over. Like I'm applying, I'm having interviews, and I gotta be ready to pick up and go at any point. Any place call me. So like, you know how you got your stuff like half packed but not really packed? Anywho, you couldn't tell me I wasn't supposed to be in Dallas. Like, I even went out there to Dallas. I went out there, I was applying, I brought my resume, I was just handing it out like it was candy. Like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't supposed to be in Dallas, right? So when I realized Dallas wasn't working, like nothing, even till today, nobody was calling me back in Dallas. Then I had a cousin, I have family in North Carolina, and I have a cousin, grandmother, I have a bunch of family in North Carolina. Let's just start there, right? So I was like, well, maybe, you know, my cousin was trying to convince me, just come to North Carolina and, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just make it work. You could stay with me for a few and, you know. But, like, my calling was not to, like, not having my own, to then go and do the same thing somewhere else in a different state where I'm really uncomfortable, only because I can't move the way I want to. New York, you could move the way you want to. Like, you could have no money and move around. Not saying that was ever the case, but I'm just saying, like, it wasn't gonna be the same. I would have to been waiting hand and foot. Like, I just wanted to be logical, and I wanted to think about my actions before doing it, and be the adult that I was trying to be when trying to move on my own. You understand what I'm saying? So nothing was coming. Let's just say, like, even till now, when I was applying in North Carolina and throwing out the resume the way not throwing it out, but having, and you know what? I wasn't even getting called for, at least in Dallas, I was fake. I had an interview here and there. But in North Carolina, I didn't have nothing. And the amount of, like, I mean, you know, you didn't do it, so nothing happened. So probably you didn't go hard enough. But I felt like I really was going hard. Like, I was really on this, like, tunnel vision. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Nothing was happening. Cool. Then I just was like, let me just try other places. Like, you know, just open up the horizon. I think I was talking to my cousin Bieber, and she was putting me on, like, just try other places. Like, whatever. Just whatever. Hey, what's the worst that can happen? Like, and honestly, I really wasn't trying to do Jersey, because Jersey is right there. Like, and it's probably a little cheaper, but in 2 seconds, blink your eyes, it's gonna be New York prices. So I knew it wasn't Jersey either. Like, I just, like, let's be for real with it. I don't know. Anywho, I don't know where Philly came. I just was applying like on Indeed, just applying just to stuff. And there's different tactics you can do when like you're trying. Like I learned so much along the way. I feel like I really might make this a series. Like and comment if you Philly woman, because when I tell you I did my homework, I did my homework. From the travel, how to get from like, all right, where your apartment is to how to get to work. Because I remember I don't drive. And in New York, we don't have to drive. We really don't. Like, I'm going to be honest. Me trying to get the license when I was in New York, I just was trying to do it just to get it under my belt. I ain't going to hold you. My nerves got the best of me in a lot of situations. If you know, you know. You know I talk about it. But you don't have to. And it's not until, like, now, living where I'm at now, like, I already survived one winter without a car. And I was okay. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think I could have did that in Dallas. Not trying to say that the same winter would have been in Philly or in New York as it is in Dallas. But I'm just, like, a lot of things just came to play. And now is when I'm starting to feel like, hey, maybe we should start driving soon. You know what I mean? Just because I would want to. Not that I have to. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I've been living in my apartment for a year now. And when I first got there, guys, I was having floods out the booty hole. Like, it was just so bad. I'm sorry. Why that? I don't know why even. Okay, that was a lie. Number one, I have a dishwasher. I never use it. I could count on my hands how many times I use it. Since in the year, I've used it 3 times. Twice. Now, once was Thanksgiving. Like, this last 3rd time was just because I was lazy. And it was just like, let me just, I was running out of dish soap. And I knew that if I tried to do the dishes with as much dishes as there was cooking for that night, it just would have been bad. So I just put everything all in one, filled up the dishwasher. So that was the very last time, which was recently that I used it. But all in all, I used it like 3-4 times. I promise. That's it. It was leaking because when I moved in, it wasn't originally connected because it was brand new. When I had it, like in a bunch of videos before, you'll probably hear me talk about how it's new and all the things that belong with it was like still in the packet. I never touched it because I never used it. Anyway, it was flooding because they didn't connect it properly. Then it was flooding because something in my sink. Like, it was just a lot that I had no control over. And being the first time apartment having self, it just was bad, guys. Yeah, between like the floods, them coming in my apartment, like all of that, everything has been good so far. Like the year we made it, I survived, I'm good. Just recently I had like a such situation with the encounter with the dude and like riding a car, so I really got to work on making sure I'm together, if you know what I mean. It was nothing crazy, but it felt a little weird after that. And you know how you have to call your people to make sure you're on the phone. And then I couldn't go straight home. I had to like do this whole big detour because it just was a weird situation. And I don't have time for weird situational people. You hear me? Okay. So yeah, let me see. My job. I love my job, y'all. Like, oh my God, all my family always asks about, oh, how's your job? Do you like it? Like, just knowing what I've come from. Like, even my past job, I love them too. I love them as people. The job company itself is not the best, but that's past. Present, I love, like, and I have to say this because some people is like, all right, it's not that deep, but it is that deep. Like, I feel like with this job, if I didn't come to work for 3 days, first day maybe that's a little different, but the second, third, knowing that I'm out here by myself, somebody's gonna be concerned. Somebody's gonna come look for me. Like, I honestly feel that way. You know what I mean? I feel like and that's important. Like, you spend all your hours of your day working at a job, and these jobs don't even care about you. You at least want a job that's gonna appreciate you, and I really feel like where I work now, they appreciate us. I love it. I honestly do. And I know it's pretty hard for some of y'all to believe that you can work somewhere where you love, but it's a thing. I'm living it now. It's a thing. I mean, I always feel like there's space to like grow in the sense of like just within myself. Like, I feel like we're living in a time where one income is not enough, honey. So like my little business that I've got booming is booming. The word of mouth is getting out. But I know that I could be doing better with just putting myself out there and stuff. So, but that's neither here and there because I'm working on that. Dating. I haven't really been focused on that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've been all over the place just as far as like maintaining bills. Can we talk about that? Like, maintaining bills this first year was hectic. And I'm not gonna lie, it has not been easy. It has been a lot rougher towards the end, but it's one of those, we're almost to the end, Brit, don't fail now type situation. So that's where I'm at. But you know, I don't know, I'm in a good space, y'all. I'm in a good space. I'm grateful, you know, I'm thankful. I try to really honestly live like that. And I'm just working on just a better me, in the sense of like my attitude towards things, towards people, how I view things, just thinking before you speak, you know, being on time, with a lot, reading the room, knowing when to leave the room, knowing when the room is no longer for you, and you're out here by yourself. Like, you're out here by yourself. Like, you cannot not know where your keys are. You cannot really have no money for real. Like, you cannot not walk with cash, even though I stay not walking with cash. But like stuff like that, like it's just certain things that you just cannot do or shouldn't do because you're really out here by yourself. Like, for real. And I just was talking to my mom about this a few months ago. Like, I was like venting, like, it's really hard out here. Like, I couldn't imagine having children right now. So for all you women who have children right now, either my age or a little bit older, like, I could barely feed myself sometimes. A kid? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But hey, I'm living proof. I'm making it work. I'm gonna be alright. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know where the next 2 cents gonna come from, where the nickels and the rubbins and all of that. Like, that's where I'm at in life. Like, I don't know where it's gonna come from, but it's gonna come. And I honestly believe that. That's why I know that I'm gonna be all right. And that's like beyond keeping the faith, because it's one thing to keep the faith, like, oh, I know God got me. Like, no, I got the faith. Like, I don't know where it's gonna come from, but it's gonna come. And until then, I'm gonna be my happily bubbly self. Until then, because, you know, they say you're gonna get back what you put out. And though I don't be thinking about that in the moment, I just think about somebody is really going through something totally different. So how dare me be upset, you know, or be in my feelings about something. So I be trying to let stuff go, and I think I'm doing okay with it. As far as like chores, I give myself chores in the house, like make sure we get certain things done. Do I follow through with it? Most of the time, yes, only because like I make it fun. Like, anything I feel like I have to do as an adult that I have to do, I try to make it fun. You feel me? Like, I know I gotta clean. Let me do a clean with me. Like, I'm gonna make it work out. Do I do it? No. I actually like to clean, so that's fun to me. I'm sorry. Like, cleaning products. We ain't getting hot with it, I'm just saying. Living on your own. 1 year update. Philly men jokes. I don't know about the Philly men. I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. Like, I have not really entertained or been like, definitely not. Listen, if I was, it wasn't in the Philly man face, I'll tell you that. But I've been really on like my mission and tunnel vision. I really have not been thinking about that. Now, we into the 2nd year, I don't know. But as of right now I'm really focused in trying to get this money, because life is moving. And, you know, I'm trying to save. I'm going to go back to my little saving. It's a lot. It's a lot. And just being focused is really the goal. But that's about it, y'all. My 1 year update, living in Philly. I am super grateful, super thankful. I love it. Like, I'm really happy. I love where I work. I like where I live. I'm not going to say I love, but I like it. We had a rough start. You know, I'm pretty sure we still starting, but they gonna get better. I believe it. I haven't really met friends, because people always say, you met friends? Like, I haven't met friends plural. I met my girl Dawn, which I've met Dawn, and Miss Marie. I haven't really met Miss Marie, but y'all probably heard her in a few vlogs. But friends, not really in a space to meet a friends. Listen, I have 3 best friends and beautiful family, and family that are like sister cousins and auntie sisters. And listen, I'm okay with friends. the ones that I have come in contact with, like my boos and stuff, like as far as like the young ladies I've come across, beauty supply store girls, or just girls who we, you know, hit it off right then and there, like of course. But I haven't really been in a season of friends. I've just never in a space of meeting friends. Where I'm supposed to meet them? Pick them up from the corner. They don't want to meet me. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you meet friends? I don't know. I feel like as an adult, meeting friends is just different. You can meet people that you click with. That works, but I'm not really in a space of like meeting friends. Like, I'm just so friendly. I meet friends in 2 seconds. Like, or then those don't even be friends, you know. I meet people in 2 seconds. I'm not really in a rush to meet a friend. All the friends I have are the friends I'm supposed to, and we good off that. What's new? What are we doing that's new? New, honestly, new for me is making sure that business is booming. I'm trying to just be steady with it because I really honestly love what I do as far as like my little business I got going on. So just keeping that afloat and just continuing to be loving and bubbly and learning new things and soaking it all up. Like, I'm really just learning as I go, y'all. Like, I do not have the answers, and I wouldn't expect everyone watching to have the answers. But if you do have some answers, comment down below, holla at me, put me on. Yeah, this is really my 1 year update. What's new, what's going on with me, pop-up shops. Like, I'm out here. Really, I'm honestly out here for the good, of course, for the good. But yes, that's about it. Until next time, guys. Bye.